Probably not on the founder side, because I think dynasty fantasy football, it's more of an investment game. You're investing in assets, you're investing in the players. So I think some of those takeaways have been better to shed light on investment strategies to other investors rather than to founders. Just to go into some detail, just strategy thoughts, flowing here on fantasy football. So you have your running backs, and then you have your wide receivers, right? And because of the nature of the sport, there are so very few premier running backs that dominate the game. Whereas wide receivers, because of college football and the progress of pro style offenses that have been coming up in the college game, there are a lot of pro ready wide receivers that are coming into the game. So immediately right there, right, you see a dichotomy because they're both assets they're different assets class, but in the same kind of investment that you're making. And so the running backs having that low supply and demand, they're more of like your brand names, right? They're your Apples, your Facebooks, your Netflixes. Those are the people that you want to spend time investing in, even when they might not be that dominant running back right now. And so because of dynasty is not a season-long game where you pick your players and then at the end of the season, goodbye. Why I love dynasty is because you can actually make an investment in a person their rookie year when they're not established yet, and you can see that kind of growth. And so that strategy, like just looking at running backs versus wide receivers, that helped me see in the public markets, not so much for DC, but for public markets, because I do trade options on the side. Just being able to correlate those, the running backs with the brand names, and then the wide receivers is kind of more like your commodities, because there's so many of them. You don't really need to. No one's going to be investing in some commodity, for a long time. It's a different game, commodities versus the FANG stocks. So that was like a direct takeaway I've seen from fantasy football that I've applied to my trading in the public markets.